going on, guys? It's Flash here and welcome back to another video on The Flash Season 4. Now this is going to be a video on the character of Julian Albert and where he's going to be and if he's going to at all be in Season 4. Because recently the Flash star, as you know, Danielle Panabaker, who plays Killer Frost and Caitlin Snow, was in an interview with Digital Spy, and she came out and spoke about the situation of Julian Albert on Season 4. And this is what she said. Here's the one thing I will say about Caitlin's relationship with Julian last year. I think he was more into her than she was into him. She was dealing with so much personal stuff, so much turmoil, and as she was learning about her powers. So I think it's a loss for the show and for Team Flash, but I don't think Caitlin feels Julian's absence deeply as she felt. For example, her late fiance Ronnie Raymond. So what she's saying here is Julian Albert is not returning at all for Season 4 as of yet. Now remember, they do write the scripts halfway through throughout the year, so in December last year they were writing the musical crossover. So if you could infer from that they could bring Julian back, but it'll be later in the season and we won't see him at all in the first half of the season from what she's saying here. But I think that he isn't going to return, because otherwise she wouldn't have said it's like a loss for Team Flash. But what is interesting about what she said here is that Caitlin, she doesn't feel anything from the fact that he's gone. Like, I don't feel like she loved him as much as he loved her back, meaning that it was just something, she was just using him to get rid of her powers maybe. That was one of the side plots of Season 4, but I think she did feel something, like she did love him a little bit, but maybe now he's gone, she doesn't feel it, like she said, she doesn't feel it as deeply as she thought she would, but like she did with Ronnie Raymond, because as we know, she always spoke about Ronnie when after his death, like she's like, well, with Ronnie, yeah, throughout Season 1 when we thought Ronnie was dead, and then in Season 2 she was talking about him. So yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video for you guys explaining what Danielle Panabaker said in an interview with Digital Spy on Julian Albert in The Flash Season 4. And as she said, I do definitely agree with her that the loss of Julian Albert is a huge loss for the show. Like, he was one of the most interesting side plots in Season 3, because he was just that, his development from going from Julian Albert Dr. Alchemy to Julian Albert Team Flash member, that was really interesting to watch play out, and I feel like maybe he could have just been a passenger along for the ride in Season 4, like he wouldn't really have much development because of the fact that his plot was over and the whole plot of him was between Savitar and Dr. Alchemy. So I feel like people said, like he would have been along for the ride and he wouldn't really have had much story or character development throughout Season 4. So maybe it's a good thing, but I do definitely think it is a loss for the show overall. Because maybe they could have found a way to write him in, but I doubt it. Anyway, that was my video on Julian Albert in The Flash Season 4 and what Danielle Panabaker has said about him in Season 4 in a Digital Spy interview. If you guys enjoyed this video, please do hit that like button, you know your support is very much appreciated. And subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.